Hello, hello. Welcome to the Hypothesis Cafe, a meeting of the minds on the art, the science, and the business of life. I'm keeping it informal today. I'm kind of having a really good evening, so I want to keep it sort of informal. Here you're seeing my lovely book of the evening. I'm dealing with my George Orwell, Down and Out in Paris and London, and my huge, gigantic beer mug, not of beer, but of hot cocoa. It is a splendid way to end a long winter's day where I'm from. Good beer mug full of something you love, something good to drink, and a good book. Well, I won't be before you long. Let me turn this around so you can see me. All right, I'm cooking in my cafe space. So hopefully, hello there. Hopefully you can hear me and see me clearly and all of that. I got a roast going and ice cubes being made in the back. So if you can't hardly hear me, my apologies. I'll try to keep it as acoustic and aesthetically pleasing as possible. But for now, I'm just going to talk. Okay, I'll keep it short today, I promise. My hypothesis for today has to do with evolving your zhuzh. Now, how can we do that? Okay, here's a question. Remember, think back to the last time you went to a store that sold apparel and accessories. Just think back. Could have been a Sears, a JCPenney's, a Target, a TJ Maxx, whatever the store is where you're from, H&M. The last time you stepped into a store like that, Brooks Brothers, whatever. When you go into a store, do you always go to the same section every time? Think back. Do you go straight to the shoes section? Do you go straight to the jewelry section? You don't bother buying any clothes because maybe you don't care to shop for clothes because you're mad that you're not the same size, weight, and shape that you were in high school. So now you only buy jewelry. Or you go to the hold 'em and fold 'em section, you know, the leggings, the jeggings, the hip hugging stuff that holds in all your heels and valleys so they remain a mystery to the public. Okay, do you only shop in the hat section? Do you only buy underwear and leave your clothes you've had for 20, 30 years? You leave those on, you wear them all the time, and you only change your underwear? Do you only go to the same sections of the store every time you go? I'm going to take a sip while you think about that. Oh, that's good. Okay. Get my head together now. All right. The reason why I ask is because creatures of habit, being what they are, tend to function by habit. But there's a thin line between having a habit and being in a rut. Very thin line. If you do the same things at the same time, the same place, with the same people all the time, how long will it take you to turn that habit into a rut? Now note in the beginning I said we want to focus on evolving your zhuzh, whatever that is. But if your zhuzh has become rut-like and pit-like and you feel like you're stuck and you can't snap out of it, here's a way to go. The hypothesis is this: exploration shopping. Now, the generic term for that would be something like browse or look around, right? Matter of fact, isn't that the script that we give every sales associate and everybody that works in the shop, every person who comes up to you and say, sir or ma'am, can I help you find something? Are you looking for something? What do you say? Just looking. Just browsing. Well, let's press in on that a little bit more. What if you took time to look around and not just the sections that you normally go to? If you're the kind of person who lives your life every day in yoga pants and sweats, get out of the activewear section, go to the formal or the more corporate-minded button-down section. Go to where the suits are and look around. For those of us who might be more corporate and we tend to have a button-down look 5 to 6 days out of the week, do something whimsical. Go to the junior section. And you think because if you're an adult and you think, yeah, junior section, yeah, I'm gonna find something my size. Well, see, it's not about necessarily the purchase. It's about being inspired by a different look. Again, evolving your zhuzh. So you can go to the junior section, get a cool scarf, a cool pair of earrings, or just see something different than what's being sold in the sections you normally go to. So you have to open your mind to what else is on offer for you, because I guarantee you will find some bargains and some signature pieces that help to evolve your zhuzh better than some of the pieces you've been seeing every time you go into the shoe section or the hat section or your normal. Okay, you want to bust out of that normal. And the reason why I'm putting this out there now is because it's January, it's wintertime, and where I'm from, it's cold, it's snowy, clouds, gray, no sunshine, it's pretty gloomy, and a lot of people suffer from that seasonal depression. A lot of people suffer for lack of sunlight, you know what I mean? And so this is the time of year to really push to be proactive about your mental state, your physical state. And for me, there's nothing better than art and color and putting things together. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to scrape all your money together and go buy an expensive piece of art and put it in your house. Sometimes that color has to come in fashion. That's another way to do it, where you can enjoy color, you can enjoy inspiration, and it keeps you out of the rut of some of those habits that we have. And it helps you invest in your own creativity, which keeps you from getting depressed this time of the year. So if you are in the number of any one of those things I've mentioned, seasonal depression, wardrobe rut, winter rut, lifestyle, life situation rut, and you feel yourself being stuck in the same routine all the time, you can break out of it. Even if you go to the same store you normally go to, you know it's in your budget, you know it's nearby your house, it's convenient still, but browse and look around the entire store. Do all the sections. I happened to take notes just so I wouldn't forget. I just kind of put this out here, and I wanted to remember it so that I can share it with you. For my corporate folks who dress in a very buttoned down way, 5-6 days out of the week. Again, go to the young people section, the children's section, the junior section. You can find accessories that would be signature pieces in your wardrobe and have something fun for your days off. Or to zhuzh up something that you're going to wear to work. It could be some funny accessory. It could be a wristband. It could be all kinds of whatever little fun, playful, whimsical jewelry. But for that button-down look, add a little whimsy to it and make it fun for you. Spice up your life in wintertime, because I'm telling you, where I'm from right now, it's really gloomy, and you want bright colors now. Because in a season where there's less sunlight, less sunshine, less warmth, this is the time of the year where you have to make your own sunshine. So this is a way to do it and be proactive about how you do it. It's healthy and it's actually pretty fun to do and doesn't cost you anything to do. You're going to the store anyway, just keep walking, keep looking around and get that inspiration. Again, you don't have to make a purchase. You don't even have to make a promise. You just get that inspiration, because the quickest way to fall into a rut and the quickest way to fall into a depressed state of mind and state of being is to live each day uninspired. That's what you want to keep from doing. You want to keep the inspiration and the creativity and all the zhuzhiness of life. New word, all right. Keep it flowing. Keep it flowing, and then it keeps you from falling into those patterns, because every day you give yourself a chance to break out of it. So that's for my corporate folks. Go to the whimsical side. Again, for my sporty folks who have a very latexy, spandexy, rayon, nylon kind of zhuzh going on. You look like you stepped out of a dance studio or a gym almost every day, if not every day. Go to the men's section. Find a cool vest or a cool hat that suits your style and fits your budget and your wardrobe. And again, even if you don't buy it, try it on, play with it in the mirror, and get inspired and sort of lively up your consciousness a little bit about how you could look when you get the budget for it. And it also offers some more structured, formal, sort of funky but edgy pieces to the yoga pants and the t-shirt. It just zhuzhes it up a little bit. My last one, for my glam squad, those ever sparkly, ever glittery, ever glamorous girls and those metrosexual hipster dudes, here's what I suggest. I urge you to go to the boys section, okay? Find the largest size cartoon or animated sweatshirt or t-shirt, something big enough that you can tie around. You can tie it around your waist, you can tie it around your chest, you can tie it around your body any other kind of way that you want to. And it gives you a break and a balance, mostly, from being as glitzy and glamorous as you are every day. I don't know where we got this thinking that you need to look like something off the set of The Real Housewives of Atlanta every day you go out. The long flowing luxurious sew-ins and all that stuff. You can have balance and keep it casual but funky and fun and fresh, and it doesn't always have to be ultra glamorous. You don't have to look like you stepped off a catwalk every time you leave the house. You can do something a little bit different. Again, variety, balance, inspiration, all of those things you need, and it, for me, it's more of a mental exercise and creativity. So what I suggest you do, again, and I'll give you the pledge, and I'll say it, you say it with me if you like. You say, I pledge to give myself permission to browse every section of the store the next time I go. Whatever store I go into, I'm going to browse every section. I'm not going to buy everything I see. I'm not going to break the bank. I'm not going to make any promises. I'm just going to allow myself to be inspired by whatever's on offer at that store. And if you get a chance to, go to another store that's not on your side of town, or that's not in your area. Like, you can have about 10 different JCPenney's or TJ Maxx's in your county or in your city, and I guarantee you not all of them will sell the same things. Where I'm from, there's a big difference between East Side stores and West Side stores. West Side stores tend to cater more to Arab, African, most people who are immigrants, Asians, a lot of people coming from the Caribbean, and they tend to buy for those markets. But the East Side, very waspy. Very, very waspy. Nothing wrong with that, but if you're curvy and non-waspy and a little bit bohemian and folksy, that may not be for you. But you change what stores and what neighborhoods you go to, and it makes the difference. So try it. So the next time you're out at the store, whatever your store of choice is, make sure that you browse every section. Again, you don't have to buy. You don't have to put it on layaway. You don't have to put it on your wish list or your Christmas list or your birthday list or your bucket list. All you have to do is just browse, explore it, and treat it like a mental exercise in creativity. You can even go one step further of trying it on. Whatever you do, just allow it to keep you inspired. All right, that is the end of this video. Hit me back. Let me know what you think about this. And if you have any experience with this, being in a rut, finding ways to get out of it, let me know. I look forward to talking to you later. Bye.